Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslams. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslams. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslams Show. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslams. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslams. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslams Show. Turn it up.
What's up, everybody? 6:45. What's up, y'all? Yeah, here we go. Lakeside song for the intro show for today. Lakeside by Aves. Yeah. Told you I was going to bring the intro songs back. So there you go. It's the intro song for the week, y'all. You know what time it is? Share time. Share time. Share time. Yeah. Share time. Yeah. Share time. Share time. Share time. Hey. Yeah. All right. So everybody who's commenting right now, be sure that you are sharing. You're on YouTube right now. Be sure that you are hitting share right now with share time. That's what we do to open the show every single week. Everybody who is on here right now, be sure to hit that share button to all your socials. Hit it to all the groups that you're in. Hit it on your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your MySpace, your Yahoo Messenger chat from 1999, your Black Planet. Be sure to hit the Black Planet up. Share it on the Black Planet. All of that. All of it. Share it on all your socials. Go back to your Black Planet account from 2002 and be sure to share it on that. Okay? Be sure to put PNP as your top 5 on MySpace and share it with your MySpace peeps. With your MySpace peeps. Share it with your MySpace peeps. Hey, with your MySpace peeps. Don't know why I'm doing the robot, but it's okay. It's okay. Hey, share it with your MySpace peeps. Go to Black Planet. Go to Black Planet. Share it on Black Planet. Share it. It's share time, y'all. It's share time, y'all. Share time, y'all. Thank you for sharing it on your Black Planet and your MySpace and all of your socials. You already know that's what we do at the beginning of the show every single week. Let's talk about the subject for today, and that is something that I can see happening. Is probably will happen. Probably not at Bash of Berlin, but probably close to it. Probably close to it. Probably like a SmackDown afterwards or something like that. I do see Kevin Owens with having another heel turn. I heard it was 6 years since Kevin Owens was a heel. That's interesting. I do remember someone said 2018. Let me think about that for a second. I remember when Sammy and KO were heels. And they were feuding with Shane McMahon. That's when Shane jumped off of the that's when he jumped off of the that's when he jumped off of the cage when they had the Hell in a Cell. He was a heel in 2018 because he was a heel then. That was WrestleMania 34 because I was there in New Orleans. It was him and Sammy versus Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. That's when Daniel Bryan came back. So he was a heel then. COVID Mania, wasn't it him versus Sammy? And he was the baby face. So he turned face. When did he turn face? Was it 18 that he turned face? Because 19 was New York. I don't remember his match at Mania 35. Oof, I don't remember. Let's find out. WrestleMania 35. Who did he? That was in New Jersey. Well, New York, New Jersey. That's when Kofi won, beat Daniel Bryan. That's when Roman came back. That was his first match back from his absence. He was feuding with Drew. He went against Drew. Seth and Brock opened. That was the women's main event. First one, Becky, Charlotte, and Rhea. Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda Rousey. What was Kevin Owens' spot at WrestleMania 35? Goes to show how much he was somebody at that time. Kevin Owens. Oh wow, let me see. There's a lot. There was 4 pre-show matches and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 matches. Yeah, that's right. That Mania was like 7 hours long, wasn't it? I got there. Aves, what's up, man? You missed the intro song for the week, man. I brought back the intro songs for you. You missed it. That I got there about 5:30 Eastern, and at that time it was the gimmick. I mean, not the gimmick, but the Andre Battle Royal was going on, and Braun Strowman won that year, and so I got there, and that was I think that that was the last. That was the one that Braun won. Yep, Braun won. Hawkins and Ryder beats the Revival to win the tag team championships. Hawkins and Ryder. Wow. Hawkins and Ryder won that. Man, I forgot all about that. Carmelo won the Women's Battle Royal. Tony Nese beats Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship. Oh man, yeah, I missed those. I missed those three pre-show matches. I came. I did watch them on. I did watch them on my phone as I was. I was waiting for some. I was waiting for a little while to get there, and I saw. I think just about all of them on my phone. But I forgot about them though. So I was right. Yeah. Or Styles and Orton. Man, I don't even remember how that feud ended up happening. I don't even remember that. Usos beat Black and Ricochet, Rusev and Shinsuke in the bar. Man, Rusev and Shinsuke. I forgot about that tag team too. Oh my gosh. Man, I forgot about that. I forgot about that that team too. Man. Shane McMahon beat The Miz. I remember that. The Miz was a babyface at that time, I believe. Shane turned heel on Miz. Iconics beat the Boston Hug Connection, Nia Jax and Tamina. Oh, yeah, that's right. They were teaming up for a little while, too. And Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Interesting. Fatal four-way match. They won the. Oh yeah, I remember that. They won the titles. Iconics. I remember that. Joe beat Mysterio to retain the United States Championship in less than a minute. Squash match. I remember that too. That was interesting. Oh yeah, that's right. Triple H and Batista. Remember that? I was almost a 25-minute match. Corbin and Angle. Oh gosh, I remember that too. Oh yikes. Demon Finn beats Lashley for the Intercontinental Championship. I do remember that. Well, I forgot it, and now I do remember that match happening. So no Kevin Owens. No Kevin Owens was Kevin Owens. Was he injured? Was he injured? I don't remember. This was interesting. Kevin Owens began a feud with Kingston. Oh yeah. So. Because Kevin turned heel. It wasn't 2018 because I remember Kevin Owens turned heel because he was pretending to be a New Day member for a hot second because Kofi won, Kevin Owens, and that's when Mustafa Ali was getting injured. That's when Mustafa Ali was supposed to have like kind of something going on. He got injured. That's when Kofi Mania started. And then Kevin Owens was like in there, just kind of like inserted I'm recapping Mania 35. I'm trying to somebody said he wasn't a heel. Somebody on Twitter said he hasn't been a heel since 2018. I'm trying to investigate this. And he was a heel past 2018 because that's because he was a baby face and then he became like an honorary New Day member. If it's recalling, this was 5 years ago. It's recalling in my mind here. I'm recollecting this. And he became like an honorary New Day member. And then that's when he turned on Kofi. And I believe it was him and Kofi at the following pay-per-view. All right, let me see. The following pay-per-view, I don't even remember what it was, a Fastlane or something like that, or let's see. The Shield's final chapter. Okay, that wasn't much of anything. Money in the Bank. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, it was Kevin Owens, Kofi at that pay-per-view. Let me see if I'm right about this. Yes. Kofi versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship was at Money in the Bank 2019. So that is incorrect as far as him being not a heel since 2018. Incorrect. Because I remember he turned on Kofi. He was an honorary New Day member. He turned on Kofi, and then that led to him and Kofi at the pay-per-view. So he's been a heel since 2018. So that was an argument, like, man, it's been a while. But no, it hasn't really been a while, because when did he turn babyface? I don't remember when he turned babyface though. Because COVID, yeah, he was beefing with him. It was him and Sami Zayn. It was him and Sami Zayn that was at COVID Mania 2020. Because didn't they have it was like a Falls Count Anywhere type of deal going on, if I'm not mistaken? Wasn't that him and Sami Zayn? Let's see. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I think that's when he was a babyface. 36 was in COVID. It might have been Seth. Let's see. Because I remember it was Edge and Orton, right? They had a match. Owens was heel when he faced Stone Cold. Yes, he was heel when he faced Stone Cold. That was hold on, let me see. So he made another face and heel turn there, because wasn't he a baby face during COVID Mania? Let me see. Owens. Yeah, he beat Seth. At COVID Mania at 36. So he was a babyface then. And then, yeah, that's right, because him and Seth was teaming up, right? Him and Seth was teaming up for a while because they were both heels. And then, yeah, because he was heel for a while. He was heel during that whole time, wasn't he? Because him and Seth started teaming up. Because I remember, because at the beginning of the year, going into 37 and no, not 38. So he was still a heel, because at 38 was 2 years ago. That was in Texas, right? And so him and Seth were teaming up, and they were like in tag team stuff. And I remember the angle was both of them were trying to get a WrestleMania spot. So Seth, that's when Cody came back. So Owens kept talking about how like he wants WrestleMania spot. That's when he called out Austin. And so he was a heel just 2 years ago, right? Against Austin. And then Seth, I think he went into Vince's office, right? And then that's when that came out. And then that's when Seth had a mystery opponent, and then ended up being Cody, right? Yeah, so that's what it was. They teamed up, and they kind of split up, and they both were trying to find a spot at Mania. So that was just 2 years ago. So yeah, I mean, so that proves my point even more of like another heel turn. I mean, like all these daggone face heel turns that Kevin Owens is doing. So somebody was way off when they said to the. That's the thing about pro wrestling fans, man. They just throw stuff out there just for the sake of just trying to just stay in their delusional, warped minds as far as just everything is grand. Everything is just, perfect and peachy when it comes to making sense of certain things in the pro wrestling. You can never, with a lot of these delusional marks, man, you can never make sense. Logic is just completely out the window. They'll just throw something out like, well, he hasn't been healed since 2018. Well, I mean, that's not true, because he was just main eventing against against Austin at WrestleMania as a heel. So, and that was just 2 years ago. So wrong. When did he become babyface then? Oh gosh. He went against so Austin. Oh yeah. Yep. So he became a baby face during Sammy's thing, right? Teaming up with Sammy to go against the Usos. That's when it became a babyface, right? Or maybe before, because didn't he go against Roman at Royal Rumble? Yeah, I think it was before. Yeah, because he went against Roman at the Royal Rumble of last year of 2023, right? Well, he went against Roman at the Royal Rumble twice. But I think 2023 he went against Roman too, so he was a babyface then too. So he turned babyface before then, a little bit before then, right? Which is my point. Like he just keeps going back and forth with these. I think he went against Roman last year. Yes, that was the main event of the Royal Rumble last year. Roman beating Owens. So, yeah, man, all these daggone face and heel turns, which proves my point even more. Like, all these daggone face heel turns, I can't even keep track. And so now what's probably going to happen is Cody Rhodes is going to go against Kevin Owens. And then what's going to happen? He's going to beat Kevin Owens. He's going to shake his hand. So either he's going to give him a low blow at Bass of Berlin and make a turn, or he's going to try to, say thank you to Kevin Owens, and all of a sudden he's going to give him a low blow on SmackDown or something like that. Then they're going to have a rematch, and then Cody Rhodes is going to win the rematch. Oh my goodness, dude. And for some odd reason, we're supposed to think that we're supposed to get excited about this, whatever we're in within the Cody Rhodes era now. He finished the story 4 months ago. So what is this? I mean, is this the sequel or something? Like, what are we doing here with this story when it comes to Cody Rhodes? What's next? I mean, so essentially what we're doing now, just like we did last year with Cody and Seth, is we do filler feuds. Filler feuds, ladies and gentlemen, filler feuds. So, make it make sense, man. Do we actually think that Kevin Owens is going to beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship? Do we actually think that? Back in the day when wrestling was incredible and intriguing, there were actually foes that you would pit against someone that actually seem as if they may win. But think about Cody Rhodes' story or sequel or whatever this is over the past 4 months. After all of that amazing hype leading up to WrestleMania, he feuds with AJ and he feuds with Logan Paul. And now he's feuding, kind of not even really feuding, but then he started feuding with Solo Sikoa. And that comes up on just SmackDown. And now that's out the way. And now he's saying, okay, well, I was thinking about who I want to be. I was thinking about who I want to go against next, and all of a sudden Solo comes out, and then Kevin Owens comes out, and Cody's like, yeah, you're actually the one. You're the guy I wanted to go against. So now if he beats Kevin Owens, now Cody Rhodes is just in the business of like, oh, cool. All right, I beat AJ, and I beat Solo, and I beat Logan, and I beat Owens. Let me see, who else do I want to go against? Who's back there that I really want an opportunity to shine? How about a handicap match against Pretty Deadly? Yes, boy. That's gonna be Cody Rhodes' next feud against Pretty Deadly, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my word. Cody Rhodes is gonna say, guess who? Let's find out. Let's find out who's back there, who I want to go against. And all of a sudden, Pretty Deadly is going to come out, and Pretty Deadly is going to say, yes, boy. And they're going to say, we think that we should have a handicap match and mark it. Bad Blood, Cody Rhodes versus Pretty Deadly. What do y'all think, SK Nation? Who's Cody Rhodes after this Kevin Owens filler, which is again most likely going to be a heel turn, and which is ridiculous to me. Another filler feud, another Kevin Owens heel turn that's going to mean absolutely nothing. Who's next? Who's next after that? So that's my question for you, both in the chat and for those watching in the archives. If you're watching the archives, thank you so much. If you haven't subbed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Pancakes and Powerslam. That's what we do every single week. We chill, we lounge, we have a good time on PNP. Be sure to sub. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section. Be sure to like, because all that stuff just boosts up the algorithms, and we are in a band together to beat these YouTube algorithms and to boost up PNP. So we are on journey to 1,000, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your help. So without further ado, you know what time it is? It is time for the question cave. Okay. Let's start off with the People's Wrestling Channel. Yuck. These constant heel turns just because they haven't got a top heel for mid-card roads. Now, you know, I don't agree with the mid-card roads, but I do agree with the fact that they're just turning people heel just for the sake of turning them heel because they don't have a good story to tell. All right. Does using the virtual background slow down StreamYard? I don't know. I don't use the virtual background. This is authentic background. I don't use virtual background. Do you like Greatness Reigns' new remix theme? I don't know who Greatness Reigns is. So how about you ask that question again? I know who you're talking about, but I don't know who Greatness Reigns is. Sunday was Chad's birthday. Chad who? Who's Chad? What's MySpace? MySpace was MySpace was like a social media hub that was on and popping back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. That was like Facebook before Facebook was cool. So you would have your top 5. You would go into somebody's MySpace page and they would have their top 5 on there. And oftentimes you make it like sound like a old school voicemail. We used to play music in the background. Guilty as charged, ladies and gentlemen. I was one of those guys who used to like play a little intro music for like 30 seconds and be like, you know what it is. You know what to do. Go ahead and leave a voicemail, and I'll get back to you. Peace and love. Gosh. Oh, you gotta love those days. So you would do that, and it had that type of vibe to it because you would oftentimes go to someone's page and it would start playing like a playlist that they would have on MySpace. And so gotta love MySpace, man. You gotta love MySpace. Elvis, who do you think is the best heel on Raw? The best heel on Raw. Gosh, dude. The best heel? Man, there's not a lot of good options. Let me look at Look at my notes from Raw. Look at the roster from yesterday. Zoe Stark is the best heel on Raw. No, she's not. Drew. Yep. Drew's my choice. Drew McIntyre's the best heel on Raw. James, what's up? I was thinking, why would Dom and Finn turn and betray their strongest and best members of their team? And why would Rhea and Priest be afraid of a group who loses 90% of their matches? Absolutely. 100% agree with that. So I thought about that too. Like, why would, like, Damian Priest is the strongest male wrestler on the Judgment Day, even looks wise, the most intimidating physically. He's a former world champion, the most recent world champion of the entire faction. Finn's been world champion for a day, and Priest was world champion for 4 months. So he's got a better resume than Finn Balor does. He's double the size of Finn Balor. And why would they not want him to be a part of their group? I talked about this on Legion of Raw last week. It's like me being a part of a street gang, and the most intimidating person in the clique, or even just a clique. You know, it basically is street wars. I don't have to be a part of a gang. I could, but whatever you want to use in this particular description here. So part of my gang, part of my clique, got a 6'6" dude, 260 pounds, 65 pounds, quick, agile athlete of a dude, in the gym all the time. No, I don't want him in my clique. Like, come on, man. I'll choose the 5'10", $190 guy who loses fights a lot. Yeah, that's the guy I want. I want him. He's my first round draft pick. Oh man, the logic of WWE, ladies and gentlemen. James, funny thing is that there was an interview after Raw where Rhea and Priest said the exact same thing. So even the wrestlers know it doesn't make sense exactly. I mean, like, you know, it doesn't even make sense. People's Wrestling Channel. Owens was heel when he faced Stone Cold. Yep. As I referenced, yes, he was a heel. So that was just 2 years ago, right? It was just 2 years ago. He was just a heel 2 years ago. Elvis says, do you think Dom would be world heavyweight champion soon? No. Oh man, you know. Okay, I'm not going to give you a boo for this week, Elvis. Not yet. I haven't seen your other your other comments, but I'm not going to give you a boo for that because that's just a question. So I'll give you that. It's just a question. Do I think he'll be world heavyweight champion soon? No, absolutely not. With the capital N-O. Okay, I would ask again, do you like Roman's new remix theme? I do. I like it. It's rock-esque. And I can dig it. Man. James, why do people feel the need to make silly comments on WWE's post about Kevin Sullivan's passing about Benoit? Oh gosh, don't people know he has nothing to do with that? It's like they can't let go. You know, James, man, let me tell you something. This is what I've realized. I've been a pro wrestling fan for nearly 40 years now, man. Okay. I have noticed from a long time ago that a majority of pro wrestling fans are completely just bizarre in their thinking. Just completely bizarre, man. Just super just calloused, bloodthirsty, insecure, just very ornery, just maniacal, oftentimes just evil, mean-spirited people. And you can tell that all over comment sections. You can tell that all over replies. It's, people want to make themselves feel good by wishing ill on other people, man. That's not just a wrestling base. That's with people just period. But the problem is the pro wrestling community creates a central hub of people feeling comfortable with doing that. And it's sad, but it happens all the time, man. And, look, I always say this. I say this all the time, and I mean it. I'm not responsible for someone's ignorance, someone else's ignorance. I'm not responsible for someone else's ignorance. If you want to sound ignorant, that ain't my issue. I just shake my head and say, man, you sound ignorant. You sound like a lunatic. People's Wrestling Channel, why you not say Dom is the best heel? No one wants to cheer him. Because Dom oftentimes has go away heat. People don't care about Dom as a wrestler. People don't really care about Dom as a character. People care about pro wrestling fans nowadays care about putting themselves over. As you can see with sing-alongs, as you can see with This Is Awesome chants, with people not even wrestling yet, as you can see with just booing Dom just because it's the cool thing to do. It's just a weird community, man. Why would Finn not want to beat Priest for the title? Which is why I said this whole thing is weird to me, because Priest already had the title. Wouldn't you want Priest to win, to maintain the title? Gunther winning the championship means that you have zero affiliation to become world heavyweight champion. But again, logic, ladies and gentlemen. So Finn Balor said that he's been waiting over a year to do this. Oh, okay. This is the reason why pro wrestling becomes so difficult to follow, just from a standpoint of someone coming in that hasn't been in for a while. Because think about this for a second. This person says that I've been waiting a year to do this because you prevented me from becoming world champion. Accidentally, by the way. But you prevented me from becoming world champion at Money in the Bank last year. So therefore, a year later, I'm going to cost you on purpose your title so I can wrestle you anyways, not for the title now, when I could have just had you keep the title and then turn on you. So now I can fight you for the title. So you'd rather him not be champion so you could go against him instead of him be champion to go against him. What? I don't understand the logic there. That doesn't make sense to me at all, man. Not at all. I still want Vicky Guerrero to return to Man is Dom. That would be an interesting dynamic, but that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen. Seeing that Mark Henry was just on Raw with his son, do you think he has one more left in him? I wouldn't mind Henry versus Bronson Reed. Again, man, I don't care about Mark Henry versus Bronson Reed. And why would you want to bring Mark Henry back just for Bronson Reed to squash him? Again, you would know that that Mark Henry will be returning to put over Bronson Reed. Because guess what? That's what legends do nowadays. They just come out, they just come back and they just allow someone else to beat them. I mean, that's what they do. They just allow someone to just they just put people over. And so you already know Bronson Reed's going to win. And why would Mark Henry come back and tarnish his legacy just to get 4 or 5 tsunamis? And I mean, no, I'm good. I'm good. I wouldn't want to see that. Do I still talk to Evan? Absolutely. I talk to Evan daily. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Thoughts on Kevin Owens' passing? Legend, man. Legend of business in his 70s. I just interviewed him earlier this year, man, in springtime. I interviewed Kevin Sullivan. I talked to him, and he was a little out of it when I was interviewing him, but he was super, I had no issues at all with interviewing him. I was gathering some interviews at a show, and he was there, and I said, "You mind me interviewing?" He's like, "Sure, absolutely." I mean, I told him I interviewed him several years ago too, but it wasn't in person; it was over the phone. And so that was my first in-person interview of Kevin Sullivan, second ever interview of Kevin Sullivan. And yeah, man. I mean, he was super cool. I mean, he was like, "Yeah, absolutely. I'm totally fine with you interviewing me." And I said, "Thank you." At the end, he said, "Oh yeah, my pleasure." He was chill, man. He was really cool. Didn't give me any type of crap as far as interviewing and second guess it. He was like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely." And so, yeah, it was cool. It's funny. Dom turned on Rhea to be a man, yet he wants nuggets and plays video games. Why is he a child? Very true. Very true. I want exactly. Yeah, he just looks like a kid out there, man. You were calling me. Why would I be with someone who I call mommy? Like that's, oh gosh, again, man. That's where we're going. That's where we're going with. Like that's what we're doing here. We're going to say all of a sudden Dom doesn't want to call Rhea mommy, and he was the one who was calling her mommy because that was kind of like a dominatrix thing, I guess, that they were doing at first. And then now he's upset that he was calling Rhea mommy, and then he blames Rhea for it because he was calling her mommy. Oh. So now now you feeling some type of way because you were calling Rhea mommy. You have been the whole time. But mommy meaning like mamacita, right? Eddie Guerrero called China mamacita and mommy. That's just a figure of speech. Okay, make it make sense. I saw Undertaker say on Logan Paul's podcast that he wants one more match. Thoughts and who would it be against? Maybe Cena next year for this retirement tour. Oh no. No. Me and Bill after had a friendly, respectful, heated discussion about this. I'm on the team negative. I do not want to see the Undertaker return at all whatsoever in another match. The spot against Rock, the return spot against Rock chokeslam, I'm fine with that. That's cool. That was cool. Yeah, that worked. Bloodline rules. That was cool. People were even saying Austin was supposed to be there. But I actually liked the fact that it was Taker over Austin, though. I mean, I actually preferred that. It was cool. I mean, Austin, of course, would have been amazing, but at the same time, I'm cool that it was Taker. It wasn't a step down. It was a lateral move with Taker reportedly, substituting for Austin. Totally fine with it. It was a cool spot. It wasn't a match. It was just a chokeslam. That's fine. It made Taker look like it didn't tarnish Taker's legacy. It was just a simple choke slam spot. I'm totally fine with it. And so now like I said, I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna say this real quick. Taker sowing those seeds, like he didn't do that on accident. Like he's sowing seeds. He did that on purpose. He knew that it was going to call. Like they know what they're doing, y'all. Like they know what they're doing. They don't just randomly say stuff. Like they know that sheets are going to eat it and lap it up like a daggone dog on a water bowl. They know. So guess what? He said it, and guess what? The sheets lapped it up like a dog drinking some water in the bowl, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what happened. Of course it was going to happen, because the dirt sheets, they're going to talk about it. They're going to write about it. They're going to talk about it on all the shows. And of course. And so, I mean, well done, by Taker and Logan Paul. He said it on his show. So guess what? He has his own podcast. He doesn't talk about it. But who did he say it? Whose podcast did he say it on? Logan Paul's podcast. Oh, wow. What does that mean? It means that there's a good chance that we'll probably see Undertaker versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Logan Paul's out of the title run. He's a part-timer, although I heard that he wants to work more in 2015. I mean, I think the featured attraction feel for him actually works for him. I don't have an issue with that. Defending the title 2 times in 7 months, in 9 months, that was weird. 3 times in 9 months, that was weird. But at the same time, I mean, now he's back. He doesn't have a title, so he's a featured attraction again. So, okay, yeah. I mean, his match with Seth was money. I mean, it was a banger. His match with Ricochet was a banger. His match with Roman was a banger. I mean, like his match with Cody was really good too. I mean, like Logan's money, man. He understands the assignment when it comes to WWE programming, man. He's done a phenomenal job. Major kudos to Logan Paul. And I think that if there's anybody who would make sense of going against The Undertaker who could protect him, it would be Logan Paul. So marquee-wise, Taker versus Paul, okay, I get it. I get the marquee. I get the crossover. I get it all. But guess what? I don't want to see The Undertaker compete again. No. Here's what I say to Undertaker. Bye-bye. Cody should face Rock next and get beat by him. That sounds like someone who loves The Rock at the expense of Logic. Does Evan still do his YouTube channel? Under the Mat Radio. Go follow him if you haven't. Go follow my guy if you haven't. Yes, indeed. What up, Dr. Chris? I agree. What's up, Rollin? I agree with you. The Undertaker should stay retired for good. Yes. To paraphrase Dr. Umar Johnson. Yes. And yes, I'm glad that Steve Austin did not return too. Yes, I'm glad he didn't either. I'm glad he didn't either. I'm totally fine with him not returning. The Undertaker made sense. As much as I hate to admit it, it's hard to say, as I'm a sucker for legends, considering how I grow up watching the Attitude Era, but it's time for the new generation. Let the legends rest. Yes. There we go. Yes. Let the legends rest. Let them rest. They've done enough. They've done enough. See, back in the day, man, when we went from like Bruno Zabisco protege thing, the Flair passing the baton to Sting, like the Michaels passing it to Austin, like stuff like that was okay. Legends are going to pass the baton in really good angles and matches. And so it's like, what happened to that, man? Now their formula is, let's just bring in a legend to, to go to feud with the Fiend. Actually, Goldberg beat the Fiend, which is interesting. But Goldberg, Drew, that's who it was that beat Goldberg at Royal Rumble. Yeah, let's just bring him to put over Drew. Let's just bring Kane back, to put somebody over. Let's just bring back Trish Stratus and Lita. Like, they bring back these legends, man, just to put people over. Like, what type of formula is that? Like, they're going to lose. That's not helping that's not helping the legend. If they're legends, if they're having racked up enough wins and you've known these legends to come back just to beat people, like, that doesn't work. Same thing with Angle. They had Baron Corbin beat Angle. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm surprised. Rollins says, I'm somewhat surprised that Steve Austin, The Undertaker, and John Cena would come back without Vince McMahon being the main guy in charge. Yeah, especially Cena. I can see Austin coming back just because he was a made man before. I mean, he was very popular before Vince McMahon. The Undertaker, not so much. I mean, the Mean Mark Callis and the Skyscrapers, but he wasn't like a huge star before Vince. Cena definitely wasn't. So them two more, it is a bit of a surprise, especially both of them, really, because I mean, like, if there's any two wrestlers that were Vince McMahon guys, it's Taker and Cena. Austin, not so much. I mean, he had a love-hate relationship with Vince, and so he was a made man. I mean, he was very popular before Vince, so that doesn't surprise me. Who does Logan's face next? I would imagine he'll be back for next Saudi show. I mean, pick your poison, man. Somebody back there. I can. Do you want Logan Paul to lose twice to LA Knight? Yeah, I don't see the benefit of that. Logan improves in every match he truly gets. He does, man. But Logan's money. Logan's money, man. I gotta. He's the man. Having legends appear on a special night like Raw does sometimes is fine, but only legends that can still go is The Rock and Randy Orton. And they're not even considered legends yet. I mean, The Rock is. I would say that both of them are. Rock definitely more than Orton is. Orton's a legend too. I mean, he's been there for 22 years consistently, man. I mean, with some injuries, but yeah, I mean, he's been in the company for 22 years. You got to give that to him, man. So he's been there, as far as just consistent wrestling, as far as tenure is concerned, he's, been there among the longest, because everybody else, either retired or went somewhere else. And, Cena went part-time, Brock went part-time, Cena and Brock was in that same 02 class. Batista retired. Taker, he came in the WWE in 90, I believe, 90. And man, he started part-time and he's been part-time in it for a good since probably 16, probably. I mean, he lost his streak at 30. He lost his streak at 30 to Brock. Yeah, man. So it's been a long time since Taker just, started doing more part-time. So I mean, he was still in the business. I mean, he gave us a good about 25 before he started part-time in it. So Randy Orton's still full-time at 22, man. So he's still trucking along. WWE kind of still uses legends if you count Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. I mean, but the thing is, Rey Mysterio. The problem with that is that the WWE isn't booking Rey Mysterio like a legend. Like he loses matches. He's in random matches still. He's a Hall of Famer, but he's still being booked as if like he still has to earn his keep and earn his spot. Like they're not booking him like a legend. So, all right, y'all, head over to the after party for a little bit. We got some trivia. We got some foreign wrestler trivia, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be lots of fun. All right, y'all. You know what time it is, y'all. You know what time? Yes. Yeah, man. You know it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 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 It's time to go. Time to go. Patreon.com/pancakes and Powerslams. I'll see you later. I'll see you at the after party. I'll see you there.